Hey guys, welcome to the patio. This is probably the 150th or more times that you've heard that. If you are one of our 100 subscribers, you've probably seen it now about 60 or 70 times, but this is an important episode. It's number 150. Yo! And we got some special guests tonight. Look, let's just introduce who's here, and we'll go from there. We're going to do Fortenberry 2 at a time. How about that? We got 2 Fortenberries in studio.
Double Fortenberries, double the pleasure.
How are the Fortenberry twins doing? Y'all could be like the Hodge twins.
The Hodge twins, yeah, would be like the I don't know. I can try to come up with something slick, but I can't think of nothing. Wes, welcome back. Tell us how you doing.
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Glad to be here, and I'm glad y'all had me back, especially for 150.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's a milestone there.
Well, they've been trying to get you, and I just said, no, I don't want him back, but I got overruled.
Well, you know, last year we had what I would consider one of our best episodes when you guys we brought him on air and we talked about Christmas.
That's right, yeah.
And, yeah, it was pretty impressive. So, before we get going any further, let me introduce none other than, maybe I have the right button. Nope, there. There he is. Boy, I got everything screwed up. There's Marty Marr. How are you, Marty? Number 150. Can you believe it?
Man, it's awesome. I'm doing good. Got my new hat in from Duck Dog, my cup, and I'm drinking me one of these Mexican lagers.
Does your cup run it over?
Oh yeah.
I like that cup though. Show the camera that cup. I guess you can't see it. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get a cup. When I made my order, I got a hat.
I'm gonna order one tonight or tomorrow because my eldest child will. Oh, that's me. Never mind.
Turn it down.
My bad, yo.
How about turn that down?
Yeah, my eldest child wants one for Christmas. So
thank you, Duck Dog. This is my favorite color.
Yeah, no thanks, Duck Dog. No, I didn't need a cup to go with my hat that I bought.
But see, I got my Marty Ray hat on.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
There we go. See, that's history right there. Marty Ray hat. Hey, we were all at the Marty Ray concert along with Gary. Gary went with us, right? Yeah, Gary went with us. Marty.
Yeah, Marty wasn't there. Yeah.
Marty wasn't there.
No, Rusty was there. Gary.
Oh.
He signed my
I thought
chest.
Marty was there.
Yeah.
But yeah, he did
got
sign
frog
your chest,
balls.
didn't you? We should have put that on the air some kind of way.
I wandered down a dark alleyway with a strange man
From Alabama. Have you heard from that guy since that trip?
He'll comment on our Facebook stuff that I post.
All the time?
Whenever I put something on Facebook, which I haven't done in a while, he'll like it.
Well, yeah, reach out to him. We need to get some feedback. Jared says, congratulations, guy. Thanks, Jared.
Thank you, Jared.
Definitely
Jared
join us. Jared McCracken. So, look, episode 150. Let's just start there. What did you think we'd make it this far?
Man, I didn't think we'd make it 150 minutes, much less episode 150.
This is probably about episode 100 from Marty, maybe. I can actually go back and look.
Man, I can't remember.
Well, we were doing once a week at the time, too, when we first started, so it very well could be.
I just didn't think I'd been here almost a year, maybe.
Look.
Oh, we're coming up on a year. There's no doubt.
The biggest thing is, for those that can see the studio, I realize you can't see the full view, but sitting here behind me and Wes used to be a Winnie the Pooh. Was it Winnie the Pooh?
There was a Winnie the Pooh that I drew about 13 years ago on that wall.
There was a Winnie the Pooh. The first, probably 10 episodes, Gary and Donnie sat on a bed right here.
Yeah, leaning back, kind of sexy. They were trying to be sexy. We didn't even have video then. We tried video around the round table, and then our internet was a little bit whacked the first time. Didn't quite play out right. We gave up, and then we set ourselves a goal to be live by July the 1st. We got there. Then TikTok kicked us off, and we got a little salty about the live, so we decided we'll get back to going live again, bringing our crew back on. This time of year gets rough, though. All of us being together seems a little bit difficult this time of year, so we're glad to have Wes on. Wes, I've probably listened to every episode.
Just about. I'm a little behind right now, but yeah.
So, I guess we could call Wes a super fan. Wes is the closest thing we have to a Life from the Patio super fan. Don't you think that's probably a good way to describe Wes?
Yes.
What's your favorite episode? Do you like the news? We got way too much politics, we think, for a while, but do you like the news? Do you think that we do good with the news? Do you like the more of the banter, the bro humor? Oh, and Jared says, "Is that Travis Kelce with you?" Yes, that is Travis Kelce there. Maybe more closer to Jason Kelce.
Yeah, he's built like Jason Kelce.
These are the Kelce brothers, Kelce / Fortenberry brothers.
Yeah, we're not. Look, they have a little less money than we do.
Just a little bit, yeah. And I'm gonna say he's married to Taylor Swift, but he's not. Oh, he meant to say Jason. You do kind of favor Jason Kelce. Actually, now that I see it. Yeah. But what is your favorite episode?
Oh, for by far, Cocaine Bear.
The first one.
The first
one we ever did.
Yes, that was great. But now I love it when the wheels completely fall off an episode and we get way off in the left field and Terry's trying to rein them back in. And
yeah, that's
it just goes further and further. We'll get farther off.
That's how most episodes go. I gotta say, to me, Gary's been like really good lately.
He has. Gary's been on fire.
We've lost him a couple episodes here, but I think Gary's been really good. He's a little under the weather. As a matter of fact, we were going to get back into the bottle of Pappy's tonight, but we've decided to wait.
Yes,
we're going to get into a $20 bottle though.
Ain't no wrong with $20 bottle either.
No, it's not a $20 bottle. We're going to get into a 20-year bottle here a bit later to celebrate. But let's jump into the news just a little bit. A lot of stuff going on here. And normally we've been jumping into this later, but we're going to jump right in. There was a shooting today. There was another shooting at UNLV. Another Vegas shooting rampage leaves at least 3 people dead after the suspect went on a 40-minute rampage across the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, before being killed. Hospitals deal with the mass casualty. I didn't even hear much about this till literally right before we came on the air. So I guess this is new news.
I knew nothing about it, yeah.
But, we can pretty much tell exactly what the narrative will be. We got to get rid of guns, take away everybody's guns. We got to, what's the other thing here? Mental health. Mental health's definitely the problem. Guns. I saw it stated the other day there's over 3 million hunters in the woods with weapons this weekend, and not one person was mass murdered. Right? It's not guns. It's who has.
No, we don't
guns.
have a gun issue. We have a mental health issue,
People,
and I do.
Issue.
Well,
mental health.
Yeah, I mean, yes, I think
you got to be mentally ill to do something like that.
But I have not known.
There was apparently a shooting yesterday in Austin. See, I hadn't watched much news.
Dude, I've watched zero news.
Yeah, that's what I was.
I've changed my my podcast rhythm for a few weeks, and I'm completely out of the loop. I need something lighthearted. I started listening to life of Adolf Hitler.
Well, prayers go out.
Little light listening.
Yeah, there you go. Prayers go out to the people of Vegas. I'm sure there'll be a lot more to this story.
Okay, this sounds. I can't believe I'm saying this. I was unaware how big of a jackass Adolf was.
Really?
Not like no, like on a personal level. On a personal level, he played a practical joke on a dude where he stuck him in a plane to go somewhere, and he pretended that he was going to have him thrown out of the plane, and he filmed it to see his reaction.
And then he probably threw him out of the plane.
No. Then he said, "No, we're just joking around."
Wow.
Just kidding.
So I'm like, this dude's a jackass. I mean, aside from everything else, even on a personal level, he's a jackass.
So, did you find any redeeming qualities in Adolf Hitler through this?
No, believe it or not, my opinion, I think less of him.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. So when he was getting ready to commit suicide, he was concerned his cyanide pack or tablet wasn't going to work. So he had them tested on his dog before he did it.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, and then to make it even worse, the dog had just had a litter of puppies. The SS went and killed all the puppies after that.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, like, as bad as the stuff,
Well,
he was 100% against animal cruelty, though.
Well, one of the things you always hear
But he didn't care about the Jews. He didn't care about hurting the Jews.
Well, one of the things they've always said, he had, I think it's syphilis or gonorrhea.
Don't look at me. Look at your mic.
Do what?
Look at your mic, not me.
Yeah. It'll go dead. It'll be like Wesley talking over here.
Sorry.
And then I'll be fussing when I
he
edit
had something that was messing with him mentally is what they always say. But even when he was younger, he was not.
So in the thing,
making good decisions.
So they brought up the syphilis in the thing I was listening to, but they also brought up he apparently had the same doctor that Elvis Presley had because this dude was just giving him methamphetamines, and
Well, I mean, he's Hitler. How do you deny him any prescription? He just played a joke on a guy, threw him out of the plane. I can see you doing a joke like that, actually, James.
I mean, how do you, we got you.
Yeah. Ha, we're not going to throw you out. Yeah, I can see you doing that.
Yes, but actually, it's been a very interesting podcast. I finished it.
We're going to need a book report on that, probably a whole dissertation. Maybe do a whole episode. We'll have just Jamie.
Look, the ending was, I never saw the ending coming. I just didn't say that.
And we'll have it Fortenberry, Hitler according to Fortenberry. How about that? We'll just.
I did a paper on him for Charlie when she was in college.
For Charlie? Mm-hmm. Oh, she just lost her degree because of plagiarism. That would be Arkansas State University. 2018. There was a big house explosion out in Washington, D.C.
Like a big explosion or a big house?
Yes. A big house requires a big
Both.
explosion.
All of them.
House explosion rocks neighborhood near Washington, D.C., and there were tons of conspiracy theories that follow. One would state that there was evidence or documents inside this house that would send Hillary Clinton to jail for a very long time.
I'm going to venture to guess if there's documents in there, it's more likely to be Biden's or Trump's. That's highly more likely.
I wonder for Bill's documents. Like maybe it's the Epstein Island paperwork.
Well, he was cybersecurity, I do believe. It didn't say what for, but I thought
The guy's house?
yeah, the guy that was barricading the house when it blew up.
Oh, so I just saw a video and I knew nothing about it. I thought it was meth heads. I mean, around here, when a house blows up, we just assume they're cooking. I mean, right? I've fully thought it was I mean, that's making it Arkansas meth.
Oh, that reminds me. You remember old John McKay?
You're not looking at the mic.
I know. you remember old John McKay, right?
Yeah.
He asked me for help one time. He was redoing a house.
If this is going to be a story about any criminal activity he's doing, well, this is aired.
No.
Yeah, it's live.
No. But he was redoing a lady's house. Her grandson was cooking meth in the shed behind the house. And it blew up and destroyed part of the house, and we were redoing it. You know, he did carpentry work. Well, he had me out there stripping wallpaper off the wall.
He just stripping.
Yeah,
Holy shit, dude.
That's the typical meth house.
And look,
we find bearded,
there were literally
short, round, bearded men stripping at the meth crib. That's all. Jason Kelsey performing tonight on the main stage.
I don't think I saw that scene.
The miniature Jason Kelsey.
Lord of the Rings with the dwarf was stripping. I missed that part.
I won't say Gandalf,
No,
but
it's,
it's not.
Gimli.
Gimli was.
Trust me. I
Oh,
hear it
now
all
on the
time
main
ago.
stage, Gimli. Satellite number 1. Father Fortenberry.
Yeah, I know you just made my daughter's day because she always gives me a hard time about that.
Well, you do look like Gimli.
But no, there were like I'm scraping it. There's teeth in this wall, just like literal teeth from the explosion.
Oh, it actually killed people.
Yeah, it killed the guy. The guy was cooking.
Oh, here we are making jokes about it.
Yeah, y'all have a dark sense of humor tonight. I'm telling you right now.
Well, we were one talking about houses blowing up.
Yeah, but no one. Yeah, I guess somebody died.
And what blows them up?
Let's talk about one of our. Where did it go? I lost my story. Oregon female. All right, we hadn't talked about transsexuals in a long time. Okay, and I'm not even sure it matters if you're trans anymore because if there's a bill put forward by Biden's the Biden administration that will allow student athletes to play the sport and the gender they identify as. Now, this comes right on the heels of the movie The Daily Wire put out called.
I've got to watch it.
What was that? What was it called?
Lady Ballers.
Lady Ballers. That's right. And so there is now a lawsuit brought on to Oregon Athletics. They sue over Title IX violations, claiming they practice in a filthy public park. Okay, that has nothing to do with the.
No, yeah, this Title IX had to do. I thought it had to do over the discrepancy between men's sports and women's sports.
Well, I almost hit the wrong button, but that's what I thought too. But they're also in a. You can talk more about them having to practice in the filthy public park. You were talking about cheer here in town.
No, yeah, I mean that's near and dear to my heart. I mean they. So let me get back to. I think the discussion is that the NIL deals. You know, that's a part of the problem I think that the women are having. And I mean, to be quite honest, NIL deals have nothing to do with school. That's a private entity. But I did see with the NCAA is looking at doing a tiered system where if you're in the top tier, you're going to be required to pay $30,000 to every athlete in every sport.
Say that again.
Whoa.
So just a second. I saw a thing that the NCAA is proposing doing like a tiered system in the college, and the top tier, the schools that opt in on this would have to pay every student athlete $30,000. Every softball player, every gymnast, every football player. That way, you're covering the Title IX stuff.
Okay, so this lawsuit brought forth to Oregon maybe doesn't have anything to do with men playing with women, but it's actually interesting. Let me read a little bit about what it said here. So it's brought by the women's beach volleyball team, who are upset because they do not have an indoor facility to practice at.
Okay, stop. Stop.
Beach volleyball inside.
I heard the men's golf is pissed too.
So they're actually complaining that the 5th-ranked Ducks football team have state-of-the-art facilities, take chartered flights to games, eat catered food. Of the 20 varsity sports at Oregon, only beach volleyball does not provide scholarships. They want scholarships for beach volleyball, too. Based on the way the beach volleyball team has been treated, female athletes at Oregon do not need much food or water, good or clean clothes or uniforms. Schroeder said the team could not practice this week because someone had died at the park. Okay, maybe it's because your sport's not that popular.
Sounds like they're a club team.
That's what it sounds like to me too.
Because like Arkansas is one of the best hockey teams in the country, but it's a club team. It's a club team.
Yeah.
Which is totally different.
All right, then.
Now, I mean, I get it. I mean, you should be able to go on the court, go on the regular volleyball, dive on that thing.
Fly to Florida.
Yeah, I mean,
There's only like 2 players on a beach volleyball team, right?
yeah, I mean, the whole group can't have 8 people.
Yeah, that's a team.
Inside the world's largest doomsday community that is home to 575 $55,000 bunkers and can house 10,000 people, as it attempts to lure in average well-educated residents for when all hell breaks loose. This former Army base in the Black Hills mountain range in South Dakota is now a community of livable bunkers, which can house up to 10,000 people. They're trying to lure people there.
I'll be quite honest. If the shit hits the fan, I don't really want to be with 10,000 people.
Annual ground rent is $1,000. You got to buy the bunker for $55,000 and pay an annual fee of $1,000. That's really not bad.
No, it's not. But
It's a nice place.
Let me ask this: I'm assuming that if all hell breaks loose, I no longer have to pay $1,000 a year.
I would expect that to be the
I
case.
mean,
Hell, can we hunt around there? That'd be like a hunting club.
Hey, it's like a timeshare.
How would we
When
get
in the
there?
world-
How would we get there so fast? We'd have to buy a helicopter or something too.
Yeah, it's
Get
gonna
there
cost us a
quick.
hell lot of money to get there.
just to get there.
Yeah, just to
That's
get
around
there.
Sturgis somewhere, ain't it?
yeah.
It's in the Black Hills, it's South Dakota.
Blackfoot Indians come from. Is that what they're called? The Blackfoots?
Oh, I don't know.
Blackfeets?
I have no idea.
What Indian is that up there?
I'll look it up. I got the
Yeah,
Google
look it up.
machine.
You got the machine.
I might be way off.
And I swear I read a book about this already.
Like I said, I almost think I put a joke to.
Here's Native American tribes in South Dakota: the Sioux, Mandan, Omaha people, Lakota, Cheyenne, Arikara, and Ponca. You're
Okay.
talking about the Black Hills or the Blackfoot Hills or something like that.
No,
But
never mind. There's a black comedian called himself a Blackfoot Indian. That's what it was. Never mind. I'm way off.
yeah, I would
And
say-
Omaha people, that's just a lazy name, isn't it? The Omaha people. I'm the West Memphis people.
We didn't
I
mind.
think the people were there before the.
We're the Parker people.
All right, I'm going to digress from the news real quick. Where are we going next? We hit 150. It's actually
151
Christmas. But what's the next thing we want to do? We've been talking about stuff for a while. For those of y'all that don't know, we've got like a fledgling of a bourbon channel that's probably about a month from having been updated. But where are we going from here?
Are we going to tell some secrets now? We're just going to.
We got secrets.
We
Well,
got
you
some
said where we.
stuff to-
Yeah, we got some stuff we got the works.
Yeah, but where do we want to see this thing go to? Where do we want it to see go to? I want to. I want to start interviewing people.
I want to see.
I've been talking about it for a long
where
time.
I can get up, take kids to school, and come over here and record. That's what I want to see. I mean, I can do it now, but nobody can eat. We'd be awfully
You
hungry.
probably can. You told us how you get free food, EBT, all over West Memphis. Just
that's
last week.
once a year, man. It don't count.
yeah, but beans and rice, man, you can eat off that for a long time.
We get the lobster and stuff. We don't EBT queens.
Hurry up and get rid of that joke.
Yeah,
Yeah, look,
I can hear it now. Jamie, do we still have a card? Yeah, baby, we got it today. Let's get lobster. Lobsters for everybody. Crab legs for everybody.
man, the other day I forgot we had it. Charlie went to the store and she's like, "I had it in my wallet. We got $208 worth of groceries. It cost us like $10."
Now, that's living the dream.
It is.
That right there is living the dream.
You ain't lying.
But moving forward, I would love to start interviewing people. I think we really need to get some people in and talk to them and see what they got going on in their lives and talk about local politics. I'd love to do local politics.
That would be really good.
It would.
That'd be a good topic. Wes, as the super fan, you are the super fan, guest commentator. What's something you would like to see more of or less of, or on Life on the Patio?
Well, I think the biggest thing right now is like I said, I think interviews would be really neat. You know, especially if it's like, you know, source material type interviews. You know, do a story and bring somebody in that might have a little
Yeah, it's a good
inside
point.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to say less man bucks.
I hope though that they'll
Less
have
man ass
better
would be nice.
they'll have better mic skills than the guy we have sitting there, because it's hard for him
man,
talking to the
It
mic.
hurts. It hurts. I'm having to like.
Pull that joke.
Hey, at least you're not running from it. We've had people run from it too now.
Yeah, Kyle was like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Marty will talk a lot now, though. Marty, what would you like to see? You want to see some hunting stuff on here? You want to see a hunting
Man, we
show?
can talk about hunting, but I think the Bourbon Road Show needs to blow up.
I think so, too.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, bourbon's a really big topic right now.
You
And
know, I'm into that and hunting.
I was going to say, and
Well, now, why do you want to limit it to just bourbon? Because
That's an interesting
so me and D-Dub have been talking about we'd like to do more of a beer geared, because I like beer.
well, I mean, just alcohol. Period. 'Cause like, you know, one of my favorites is Jameson, and it really wouldn't fall under a.
You're a
bourbon.
Scotch guy. Irish whiskey. Jameson Irish whiskey.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you like the Irish whiskey. Well, bourbon is like really hot right now, but there's about 50 million bourbon channels. That's
Yes.
the only thing. So that's interesting.
I like Jameson. Well, you ever have a pickleback?
Yep.
Yes, I have.
Ooh, I love a pickleback.
I have not.
I had a pickleback with Jack though.
Oh, really?
Jack with a pickleback.
Pickle Jack. Pickle Rick.
College football. People still wound up about the college football playoffs. They're even talking about suing the committee. What are they going to do? Say no, Alabama and Texas, Florida's right. You sent that reel where the guy, the SEC guy.
That was hilarious.
It was awesome. It's one of his best ones. He's really good at that.
Yes, he is.
But it was really good. And in the end, it was like, hey, Florida State, in 1992, which is now 30 years ago, you didn't want to be into one of these tough conferences because you said it's an easier route to the national title.
Well, let me ask y'all.
And now
this.
you reap what you sow.
I got a question for y'all. How long y'all think, if everything remains the same, how long is it going to last before one of these big power schools says, "Hey, I don't care what you say, NCAA. You don't mean nothing anyway. You have no power over me. Screw you," and move on?
Well, it's funny you say that because there's a rumor I saw today.
Do.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy
Yes.
that
I gotta
there
write this
are powers that be in the SEC and the Big Ten are having discussions with the NFL about basically being a farm club, and the NFL cover all the NIL deals. It's an interesting take. Now, it would cripple college football.
So if you look right now, I think it's maybe the top 25. I saw this last night. All the teams are Big Ten or will be, excuse me, future Big Ten or future SEC.
Yep.
Except for Florida State. So they dominate. Because I
Liberty.
didn't realize Oregon and Washington are moving to the Big Ten.
Yep.
USC is moving to the Big Ten.
Well, had you all heard that? I think it's Oregon State and Washington will be the only two.
No, Washington State.
Washington State will be the only two Pac-10 schools.
It'll be the Pac-2.
Yep, and they've got rights. They've taken over the conference now.
So
They're playing the championship every year.
So in a funny turn of events, though, they had a meeting, and they refused to let the other teams vote, the other schools vote, and the schools filed an injunction. And a judge told them, said, "No, you're not part of."
There's only two schools.
Yeah, you don't get to vote in this.
Yeah, college football is going to be, it's already interesting. It expands to 12 teams next year. I really wish they would do a play-in this year. It would be amazing. The cities would pay a lot of money for it because the play-ins would be Texas playing Georgia and Alabama playing Florida State. How awesome would that be?
Well, can y'all think of what happens if Florida State messes around and beats Georgia?
They will not.
If they do, man,
They will not.
the wheels are going to fall off.
Look, Ohio
No,
State is
no.
losing players right and left, and I don't really understand that. But
So I went
Missouri
out-
could beat Ohio State.
So, I went and looked up. Missouri has lost 8 players.
We got 10 in the portal.
12.
12 now?
Yeah, as of today, we have 12.
Well, we don't have a bowl game to go to, so
Yeah, but A&M has, I think, 14.
I thought we were number one. When I looked yesterday, we were.
That's
Arkansas
what I was looking at.
number one in the poll.
So I wrote. Well, I'm looking around. I wrote it down today. Like the bulk of the teams have about 5 players. I mean, that's like even Georgia has 5 players. But there's multiple players in the college football playoff teams. Texas has Calaton or whatever his name is the portal again.
Yeah, he's hurt apparently. I don't know why he wouldn't play through the.
He's only had like 18 tackles this year.
But so there's a lot of good quarterbacks out there, right? So Ohio State starting quarterback left. He's in the portal. You got the Oregon State quarterback.
Yeah.
You got several of them.
I think Vanderbilt's lost 2 quarterbacks. Ohio State's lost 2 quarterbacks.
It'll be interesting to see what next year though. But you know what? Never in our history could a team turn so quickly as it can today.
Yes, you're right. Yeah, because
It normally takes
as
years.
bad as Arkansas was, they theoretically could go undefeated next year.
And say what you will about Petrino, he builds
He loves
NFL
blondes.
style quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that too. But NFL style
can't ride no
quarterbacks
motorcycle.
is what he likes. Look, did the A&M quarterback enter the portal?
Yeah, he's already committed.
Oh, who did he commit to?
North Carolina.
That's Max.
Maxwell.
Max. His daddy was
Yeah, that guy.
yeah, that guy. But he's pretty good. Apparently, Arkansas Petrino's got his eye on maybe the Northwestern quarterback.
I did say that.
He's pretty stinking good.
Now, but we do have a 4-star. KJ Jackson is a 4-star recruit coming in this year at Arkansas.
Does he look like KJ Jefferson? He just has 4 years of eligibility.
He's KJ with a mustache.
Come on, man.
If he decided to identify as a female, could he now play for 4 more years as a female playing college?
Well, you only get 4 years of eligibility.
I think you get 6. Some of these players have 6 years.
I saw a guy today. He's got 7.
Well, Jerry Bohannon has switched again, and I think he's on his 7th season, and it has to do with medical. It has to do with COVID. I think they automatically got another year for COVID, and then if you have a medical, you can ask for another year. I mean, some of these
Bo Nix
guys
Bo
going-
Nix has been in there forever.
Some of them got grandkids.
Yeah, Bo Nix going to get an AARP card on his senior season.
Joe Burrow was pretty old, right? When he went, there was some
23.
old quarterbacks. No, what's it? No, it's the guy for Georgia. The Georgia quarterback that left last year was pretty old. He was older than Joe Burrow. That's what
Begin
I
with
was
a B. We're terrible with names.
You are.
Benford, not
I
Benford.
ain't no Bedford.
I ain't never heard that name.
Benford Tools.
Yeah,
from
you
Tool
making
Time.
crap up now. I got it right here. There's Jeff George. I didn't know he was a Georgia quarterback. Oh, because I said George quarterbacks. That didn't work. Georgia quarterback 2023 was not Carson Beck. Okay, let's try 2022. Says Carson. Stetson Bennett.
Bennett.
Now, if that's not a quarterback name or a bull rider, Stetson Bennett is either a bull rider name. That could be a stripper's name too. Like at the meth house.
We
the
go to
Arkansas
different
meth
strip
house.
clubs.
No, but at the meth house where Gimbley.
Yeah, we definitely have been to different clubs.
All right. Sorry for y'all if this wasn't a very entertaining 150th episode, but we're about to bust out the 19-year-old bourbon. We're going to do Pappy, but we're going to wait for our others
This is
to
twice
return.
as old as Pappy.
Actually,
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a George Dickle 15, and we looked at the actual age. It was actually barreled in 2004, which makes it 19 years old. This is probably the oldest bourbon I've ever tried. Or is Dickle even a bourbon? That's a whiskey. It's a whiskey, Marty. It's a whiskey.
Regardless, I like it.
Anything come out of Tennessee's whiskey, ain't it?
No, I don't.
Jack
think
Daniels is whiskey too, ain't it?
Yeah, but it's got some other reason that it's a whiskey.
Come on, guys. Y'all should know this.
Yeah, we should. We got to
Actually,
learn
Marty
that.
does. For
I
some-
don't.
Somehow.
I'm a beer guy.
You say that, but you should.
You've been
drink
drinking a lot of
whiskey.
Dickle.
I drink it like alcohol. I mean, okay, I'm an alcohol guy.
All right, here, Marty. I'm gonna have you pour. You can show it on the camera. over
My
there and pour it
preference
up.
is beer, but I drink a lot of stuff.
Yeah, show it to the camera there. Yeah, there it is. The George Dickle here. Yeah, you can pour it up. You can give them. You can pour it up over there so we can see it on there. I guess.
Like I remember a time with Scoff would only drink rum.
There we go. They can. You can hand them the. We'll do with the Fortenberry brothers. There's Gimbley, Jason Kelsey. Then there's Travis Kelsey.
I need 3 fingers on mine.
Then there's Marty Marr. And then, no, that's all right. You can use that one.
I smell alcohol.
So here we go. That's what Gary would say.
I know.
Well, it smells good. This is not
It
a high
does.
proofer. I think under 90, which was surprising to me. But I guess all the alcohol went away when it's 19 years. But yeah, that's only 84. That's really low. Maybe that's why it's a whiskey.
I think that I believe you're right. It has something to do with the proofing.
Smells good.
That's what it is.
There
Isn't
you
it?
go.
It's the proof. I remember that. I saw it not too long ago, and one of those educated bourbon shows
Okay.
told me that.
There's some oak up in that dude. That may be one of the first whiskeys I've tasted that strong of oak, and that's what everybody says. You used to taste it.
Boy, that is
It's the age.
like I just chewed on an oak barrel.
It does.
Very.
That's the
oaky.
oldest whiskey I ever had, I guess.
Oh,
Or-
beyond a
Yeah,
doubt.
whiskey.
And a dog.
Bourbon
He's
too.
about 13.
Yeah, bad at the bone.
He was.
They tried to eat me
That
up one
poor-
time.
That's not bad.
How many times was I called whiskey
I
growing
wouldn't
up?
call it great,
A lot.
but it's also the oldest whiskey.
It definitely has a different palate.
It does. It's the oakiness.
I like it. Sip on that by a fire.
That's what I was gonna say. Sip on it by fire. Well, folks, I kind of feel like our 150th episode was a little dull.
It's all right.
But that's all right. We'll get everybody back in here shortly, and get back on track. It is the season. It's the season. We didn't
Tis
talk
the
anything
season.
about Christmas. We got to talk about
Let's
Christmas.
talk
Okay,
about Christmas real quick.
let's talk about Christmas real quick, and then I'll play us out of here.
Oh, my wife and daughter brought me my favorite Christmas food.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not Christmas food. My favorite Christmas delicacy.
Don't say fruitcake.
I do like fruitcake. No,
That
the
doesn't
chocolate
surprise
covered cherries. I love them things, dude.
I don't like them or fruitcake.
No, either one.
Hey, we're going to
Tea?
do a... Oh, go ahead.
Your thoughts on chocolate covered cherries?
I like chocolate covered cherries. But
I love chocolate covered cherries.
I only love cherries in my old-fashioned.
That's the only way you eat a cherry?
Well, I like fresh cherries, not them little fake ones. What they call the
Macho cherries?
macho cherries? I don't think so. Massia, what do you call them?
The Macho cherries.
okay. Well, look, that just takes the thunder out. We've been live for literally 2 episodes.
I love it. I love
We
it.
get a community guidelines. Okay. Well, look, nobody's listening live, but
But
I'm
apparently
gonna
they
play us
watching,
out.
though.
They weren't. They aren't anymore. Only 3 people were watching. Here we go.
One of them must have been admin.
Yeah. All right.
Thanks for coming, Wes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Way to get his band.
That's good.
I, you know, I do what I do.
Change me for my final ride.
Well, we're gonna try to do a
Walk me
pajama episode
We can. That's fine.
for Christmas?
We'll do a pajama party.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Look, this episode may or may not ever air on YouTube, but it's kind of fitting. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Somebody done saved this
Outlaw.
Go to hell, YouTube.